The map we found at Hoperoot contains a valuable clue. I just know it. Give me some time and I'll decipher the code and figure it out. One thing is already clear. King Nantharian and his allies aren't done with Westweald yet. I won't know for sure until I finish deciphering Nantharian's notes, but Ithelia is still at large. The Daedric incursions haven't stopped, and Recollection forces are thick as Horvors on Carrion around Ayleid ruins. They're looking for something. When I think of Ayleids, I think of magic. Welkin stones, portals, ancient relics, things that would be dangerous in the wrong hands. But how it fits into Nantharian's plans, I don't know. Think you could help me piece it together, friend? Tribune Alea and Laramil can use your help. The Tribune is worried about an attack at Feldergard Keep, and Laramil thinks it's important to investigate the Outcast Inn. See what you can do to help them, then come back here. Well, in addition to the memory you saw of Ithelia heading toward the inn, Laramil says there are tangled threads of fate converging in that area. Whatever's going on there, you need to help Laramil figure it out. Ithelia is the reason behind all these occurrences. We need to understand what she's doing and why. But if we lose Feldergard Keep to a Recollection assault, Skingrad might be next. Both are equally important, so you'll just have to choose. Feldergard Keep is one of the largest fortresses in the Colovian Highlands. It's absolutely vital to the defense of Westweald. Tribune Alea went there after you found that report at Hoperoot. She's concerned the Recollection plans an attack, friend. An attack on the fortress by Recollection forces sounds pretty urgent, but if Laramil thinks you're needed somewhere, that's probably important too. Since you can't be in two places at once, maybe just flip a coin? You're back! Good. I made some progress with the Hoperoot map. Let's talk. I'm still deciphering the map from Hoperoot. I can't yet make sense of all the notes, but I figure that any location marked on the map must be important to the Recollection. How did your investigations go? You've been busy, friend. Did you learn anything at Feldergard Keep and the Outcast Inn that might clear up the last nagging questions I've got about the Hoperoot map? Tell me what happened. So, the planned attack on Feldergard Keep was with Daedric forces, not the Recollection? A good thing you were there to help Tribune Alea defend the fortress. And that blade you acquired. Any sword with a name must be important. You helped Ithelia remember herself? Isn't that what the Recollection is trying to do? I suppose you had a good reason, but still. Entangled realities? A strange tale, friend. That's a problem rather beyond my experience. I'm glad you were there to sort things out. And you recovered a lamp? Sounds like some sort of relic. It might be important. As I hoped, your account explains these last few marks on the Hoperoot map. Not only were the inn and the keep noted, there's another site the Recollection's interested in, an Ayleid ruin called Neriostare. We need to investigate that ruin next. Neriostare lies in the western Colovian hills. It's rather dilapidated and haunted. I had a harrowing experience there back when I was actively adventuring. Laramil wants to speak with you. Talk to her, then meet me at Neriostare. It was a long time ago, friend. Close to 40 years now. I was part of an adventuring company that explored Neriostare's great hall in the nearby chambers. We didn't get very far, though. Neriostare was too dangerous for the band I was with. In addition to traps, the Ayleid ruin was full of undead guardians. But the worst obstacles were the collapsed passages and buried doors. The Recollection won't get far without a lot of digging.
The permutations of fate created a high probability that you'd... I would like to talk about the relics I heard you describe to Baragon. The Lamp of Clarity and Abolisher are two of the relics once used to defeat and imprison Ithelia. As I said, they are two of the three relics Mora had created when Ithelia became a threat. He enlisted other Daedric princes against her, and they made the relics. Abolisher was forged by Boethia to cut a path to Ithelia no matter where she walked. The Lamp of Clarity, which she recovered from the Outcast Inn, was crafted by Azura. She wrought the lamp to illuminate the many paths, to make the unseen seen. Only one of the three relics remains to be found, the Skein of Secrets. A relic woven by Mephala, Daedric Prince of Secrets. It tracks Ithelia and the unseen, but I do not know exactly how. It was locked in a vault long ago and forgotten. Given the Recollection's interest in Neriostre, I think it might be there. Torvasad used Abolisher to open the way to Ithelia's prison. He knows the relics can be used to return her there, and will do anything to prevent that. These ancient tools may be the keys to saving Westweald, and perhaps all of reality. The blade, the lamp, and the skein countered Ithelia's power in ancient times. I think they can do so again. You and Baragon are fated to seek the Skein of Secrets in Neriostre. I have my own tasks, and shall find you when it is time to finish this. My appointed tasks range far beyond Westweald, Proxy. While you deal with Ithelia's servants, Nantharian and Vargas, I seek her first scion, Torvasad, the author of all these troubles. You and I shall cross paths again soon enough.
Hey!
That's Neriostre over there, surrounded by a recollection stockade. I guess it's nice to know I correctly interpreted the map we found in Hoperoot, but it does pose a problem. Assaulting a recollection camp isn't our objective. Laramil says we need to find the Skein of Secrets. That's likely somewhere in the vaults of Neriostre. I recall a set of stairs leading down in the middle of the ruins. We should start there. I've seen a few recollection scouts come and go while I've been watching, but I haven't seen any of their leaders. Of course, I have no idea what's waiting for us in the underground portions of the ruins. If you want to hit them head on, I'll follow your lead and help as I can, but there might be an easier way to get where we need to go. Before we commit to an attack, why don't we scout the perimeter and see what other options present themselves? Let's look around and try to keep out of sight until we're ready to make a move. That's the main gate. Lots of recollection there. No way we're getting through them without a fight. The recollection brings supplies to this gate. The sentries here are predictable. We might be able to slip by them, or we could try the path to the north. Although, I don't know where that leads. I think we've seen enough. Let's compare notes. Looks like we've got multiple options for getting inside. From what I recall, we'll find the stairs to the buried halls in the middle of the stockade. Assuming the recollection hasn't blocked them up, that is. It depends if we want to announce our arrival or stay hidden. The gate to the east is heavily defended, but there are fewer sentries at the west entrance. I think we could slip by them. Or we could try the path to the north. That's a good question. Sometimes natural fissures or caves provide hidden entrances to buried ruins. I saw no recollection forces in that direction, so it might be worth investigating. Your call, friend. I'll follow your lead. there, friend. Those are the stairs we took before. Be careful. I remember encountering some deadly traps, and it looks like the Recollection's been busy down here too. The Great Hall of Neriotera. This is as far as I got from my previous. I've got no talent for spells, but I picked up a bit of arcane lore in my time. The ancient aliens were fascinated with light. They devised ways to harness its magicka, or draw it from ethereal crystals, like this burnt-out stone. Great Welkin stones like this one powered mighty enchantments. They could make buildings float in mid-air, maintain networks of magical portals, or seal impassable gates. I think this is exactly what we're looking for. Someone in the Recollection thinks so. Besides, you don't build a door like that or a lock with a Welkin stone without a reason. Explorers have visited Neriostere many times over the years, but no one's ever gotten past the dead crystal. Do you see the empty sockets? The mage I came here with years ago thought we needed lesser Welkins to restore the Great Welkin Stone, but we couldn't find any. Judging from these notes, the Recollection's experiencing the same problem. Good idea, friend. The lamp and abolisher give us an advantage previous explorers didn't have. I suggest we start with the East Passage and look for a way up to the north. The Recollection Mage's notes suggest we might find something there. I think there's another stone nearby. Try the lamp here. Look at that! Another stone! Take it, friend. That's 3 lesser stones. There should be one more to find. I think the lamp's found another stone. Give it a try. Amazing. The lamp pulled the stone into our reality somehow. That's the last of them. Let's return to the Great Welkin Stone and see if we can open the vault. That did it! The vault is unlocked. We better go in before the recollection notices. Just think. No one set foot in here in ages. Except for any Aeliad undead. Stairs to the west. They must lead to an inner chamber. Collapsed stairs? The Aeliads left us one last obstacle. But I think there's another chamber above. Try Abolisher? There, to the south. I think I see something. So that's the Skein of Secrets? I wonder what it does. Go ahead and take it. We shouldn't... Over there, friend. Isn't that an Echenir manifestation? We should see what it reveals.
Why do you trouble my prince, Vestige? The many paths splinter. You manipulate fate in ways that were not meant to be.
What I do for the good of all. Why can you not see that, Mora?
I am not alone in my concerns, Ithelia. Constrain yourself, or we will constrain you.
And you will fail. Now be gone.
A memory of Ithelia arguing with Hermaeus Mora. Have you ever seen such a thing? Friend, we should talk. An ancient quarrel between Daedric princes is beyond me, friend. But it's clear Mora attempted to reason with Ithelia. She willfully ignored his warning, and was too strong for him to overpower without help. A good point. And now we have the 3 relics they used to defeat the Prince of Paths. The question is, where and how to use them? We know what Abolisher and the Lamp of Clarity do, but we have no idea how to use the Skein. I'll take the Skein of Secrets home and study it. Laramil thinks it's important, and King Nantharion didn't want us to get it. Whatever he's planning, I bet the Skein can help us stop him. I'll meet you back in Skingrad, friend. Over here, friend. We should talk. It's strange. When I first retreated from Osterray, I wondered for years what was hidden in that vault. Never guessed it was the relic of a Daedric prince. Now that you're here, let's take stock of our recent discoveries. The two of us recovered the Skein of Secrets. You and Tribune Alea saved Feldergard Keep and found Abolisher, and you discovered the Lamp of Clarity at the Outcast Inn. You learned something about Ithelia too. We finally have an advantage. Laramil believes these relics are the key to defeating Ithelia and her Recollection and Daedric allies. We still need to figure out when and how to use them, but thanks to you, we have what we need to save Westweald. Take this, friend.